culture continues to thrive, a dark, unknowing threat begins to grow, taking over communities across the globe. The villainous team known as Culture Vulture lands at the front door of Blurred Culture, demanding ownership of this beautiful world, wreaking havoc and causing mass destruction every step of the way. And with all hope lost, and the culture on the brinks of being overran, Deuce is the Yaness of podcasting, Bacardi Sensei the master of branding, and Didge the technical tactician, collectively known as Geekset, has emerged once again to help blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together in one place. Tune in as Geekset curates the culture, celebrates our heroes, start the discussion on important topics, and take this culture to new, legendary heights that the world can be proud of. Geekset, do what you love and love what you do.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, only podcast that blends hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei.
What's good, everybody? How we doing today?
We are doing great. And as always, I got my man Didge.
What up, everybody? How we doing?
Feeling real floral today.
I see it. I mean, it's the weather for it.
It's summertime.
It is.
It's the weather for it.
It's been nice out, bro.
It's finna be raining this weekend.
It's been nice out.
Hey, don't say that.
And I've been taking.
Actually, we need the
I've been
rain.
making random runs to places.
Yeah, it's been very dry. Granted, none of us have grass that we care about watering. But
Right. I mean,
Hey, why are we talking about grass? I'm talking about.
he was talking about the rain. I said we need the rain.
I'm talking about getting out here in these streets because it's hot, and I've been making
trying to-
random runs. I've been going to Woodman's for nothing. I'm like, oh shit, I need a pack of.
How old are you,
I'm
bro?
out in the streets and then followed it up by saying I'm going to Woodman's. You
Woodman's for
can't
nothing.
say I'm in the
Hey.
streets and then I'm going to Woodman's.
People don't. So y'all don't go to grocery stores, so y'all don't be out here.
Not for nothing.
Not for nothing. If I need to make dinner that night, yeah, sure. I'm at the grocery store.
I'm hitting people up like, yeah, y'all barbecue. Let me stop by
Yeah.
real quick. I'm seeing people I ain't seen in a while.
Look at the girl at Woodman's.
No,
Like,
I said,
I thought all this was at Woodman's too. Okay.
Oh,
So I'm like, y'all cold because you really like got a group of friends that just go to Woodman's.
like you didn't bet them. Like I knew I was gonna catch you in here today. It was that nice outside.
Nigga, what's up?
I don't even remember opening my water. Shit.
Did you open it? Oh no, yeah, you had to open it.
Yeah, I had to. But yeah, man, but it's the weather's been nice, and I realized I'm like, oh, I gotta get more summer clothes. Like,
Yeah, let's get.
fall is my weather. Fall is like I dress for a lot for fall.
Damn, our soundboard hating. I was gonna say let's give a round of applause for the weather, but we ain't got one.
We ain't got
Our
one.
soundboard hating as a bitch.
You ain't got a weather button.
We ain't got nothing that's positive.
Yeah.
Other than the air horns, nothing on this soundboard is positive.
I noticed that when I was doing a podcast with somebody and Didge still had it hooked up. So you know when Didge still had it hooked up, I go crazy with it. And I'm like, damn, I ain't got nothing positive here.
Look at us.
So when they started roasting each other, I started using the suspense.
Those ones work. But no, this.
And it was funny seeing people in the comments like, hey, man, who? Because they didn't know I had the soundboard. So everybody was like, who keep on hitting the horns? Because I was hitting it for every dig. Like,
Look at us.
Everybody was roasting the shit out of each other. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to add to it. But, man, what y'all niggas been up to, man?
Oh,
Since y'all ain't hitting the grocery stores like me.
No, I've been playing Diablo.
Y'all been playing the shit out of Diablo.
I've been playing Diablo. I've been enjoying the weather though. I've been getting out.
Yeah, I've definitely been outside in the weather.
I've been doing what you're doing. I've been making like random.
I've been going to happy hours.
I've been trying to find sundresses, fam. Like it ain't been no sundresses really out here. A lot of resting outfits though.
They ain't doing that.
The Royal Rumble in the streets, bro.
They ain't been holding it down with the
I ain't been saying
sundresses?
this. Like that's what I like the summer for. Like that's where you make unnecessary. Like if I'm going to Woodman's, it's the summer dresses there, and they ain't there. That's why I don't go to Woodman's.
I go to happy hours.
I mean, happy hour gonna have some. Nah, they might depending where you going happy hour at. It's gonna be wrestling
I've been to
suits.
Square a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you ain't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro was there. Yeah, it was when I was in Zooming. It was Zooming that I was on.
And I'm trying to hit some rooftops. That's
I definitely want to
I
go
definitely want to
to
hit
some
some
rooftops.
rooftops.
I really want to take advantage of all the summer. I want to hit some golf ranges.
Definitely
I want to get outside. I want to go to a park. Like I ain't had my good park hike yet. Like
I'll go to a putt. I don't want to do golf. I suck at golf.
No, I want to golf. I
Go
want
to a driving range.
I want to get in the carts and go. You know what I'm saying?
That also works.
I mean, I'll go. I'm not gonna. Listen, don't expect.
Have you
me
ever
to
did
compete.
it?
Yes, I used to be a caddy, and that shit was horrible, dog.
You just
I
that
like
bad at
golfing,
golfing?
man.
That shit.
I'm not great, but I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I got my own set of clubs and everything.
I gotta at least be decent, and I'm not decent. So
But you're not
You
gonna
ain't
get
playing
decent
enough.
if you don't play.
You ain't playing enough for that.
I gotta. At
That's
least
why
be decent.
that is definitely golfing is definitely part of my retirement plans. Like if I can get good enough to PGA, I'll PGA it. You know what I'm saying?
You snap. I just want to be able to go and play it more, and that's why, like I said, I got my clubs, so I definitely got to get out to the driving range. I might do that tomorrow morning.
You going crazy?
Driving range.
You going crazy?
Do you got like a best score?
No, I don't play enough for that. That's why I'm just gonna go to the driving range, work on my swing.
Oh yeah.
Get the swing nice, then you can go ahead and hop in. You know, then you can start doing the nines. Then
I just know I would never take it seriously because, like I said, the only time I ever went with my guys, we pretty much got drunk, like a lot of beer, a lot of beers and caddy rides.
Because putting, even if when you inebriated, you can still have a good competitive time.
This man wants
You
to
talking
go to
about
mini
you
golf.
talking about mini?
Yeah,
You talking about mini golf? You talking about mini golf?
Why you calling it putt-putt? Please don't call it putt-putt.
People that call it mini golf,
Everybody call it putt-putt.
Bro,
I don't know if everybody call it putt-putt, but please call it mini golf like it is.
Yeah, that shit sound like a
Putt-putt sound like you like
going
8.
putt-putt sound like a
I'm out here going putt-putt is not a sentence an adult will say.
putt-putt sound like that's the name of the little the Fisher Price. That's the Fisher Price set. You know what I'm saying? My little putt-putt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you remember.
That nigga's hating, nigga. I'm
You
going
need to get
putt-putt.
out there and play golf outside of the Tiger Woods game.
You remember that?
Get out there and get in real golf.
Oh yeah, Tiger Woods used to go ham though.
And I do
It
play
ain't Tiger
PGA.
Woods no more. It's just PGA.
It's just PGA.
Oh yeah, I mean, but Tiger Woods did used to go ham.
Yeah.
Though.
It did. Hey,
Look.
PGA was okay. I don't like they putting mechanics.
What's the oddest game that you've ever played? Like, so you know, some people playing playing PGA. They may like you play PGA, and I'm not saying PGA is one, but like they got some games that you're like, yo, this is a weird ass game that I played. Have you?
A weird game?
Yeah.
I don't consider any of the games that I play weird.
I mean, it would bring
Somebody
me.
might say Stray was an odd choice for me.
I mean,
That game was so much fun.
I mean, I tried Ghost Simulator. That was really weird.
Oh, you tried the Goat
Yeah,
Simulator?
Ghost Simulator was
I
weird.
played the demo for Squirrel with a Gun.
I saw that. Like, I definitely want to play that. That, like I said, I don't really get into that many obscure, and it really isn't that. Like, unless you PC, there
Let
really
me tell
isn't
you,
like.
since I done got this PC, the amount of obscure games.
Well, it's like, you know, but
Because I want you to play that Jesus Christ game.
I tried to find. I need to look on Steam for it.
But like, you know, but there's things that were not a game that like I kind of turned to a game. Like I remember, so I used in high school I used to take I had to take a class for AutoCAD, right? And one of our things was we had to like create a house and shit like that. So I don't know. I went down this rabbit hole playing all these house simulator games where you literally build a house and then you furnish a house.
I mean,
Yeah. You really,
I get like interior design. So,
yeah, you like, and bro, me and my cousin Mike took that shit so serious. We was competing houses, building like, all right. So today we gotta build a pool. You got the pool, like it was like it was like crazy. And I was like, yo, but I mean, it came from my love of like Roller Coaster Tycoon, and you know.
I mean, I feel like I didn't realize like how big that like that world of.
Hey, Roller Coaster Tycoon was my shit.
Like the only one that I really enjoyed that would have been it. Yeah. Lemonade Tycoon. Lemonade Tycoon was my shit.
I did like Lemonade.
I
played all the Tycoons. Zoo Tycoon, Lemonade Tycoon. Zoo Tycoon was fire.
Zoo Tycoon.
Zoo Tycoon was crazy because you building your own zoo, but animals can break out. And let me tell you, just as in Roller Coaster Tycoon, if you get bored enough, you like, bro, I just want to create chaos. You could barricade your entrance and delete the entrance to like the lion's den or whatever. And then you just see your little people running around. Your animal catcher, they trying to capture the animals so they can put it back in the enclosure. But your enclosure ain't enclosed no more, so they put it back.
So they don't get mad. They don't get mad. You like ain't no door here.
Oh, they do.
Oh yeah, no, you do. Like just like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Too many people die at your park. Your park rating like plummets.
People dying at the park.
Yeah.
Oh, you Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Literally take
so you know the loop-de-loop.
Yeah.
That was the easiest one. The loop-de-loop, you know, it launches it. If you have it like one or two too short, they'll fly off.
You can take off pieces of the roller coaster. Yeah. You can take off pieces. You can people can
what?
If you make them too big of a paddle boat one. Like, you know what I'm saying, the paddle boat. If you make the water way too big, guests will get lost.
Yeah.
And now they lost. And you
they
can
lost
see
in
them on the
they
map
lost in the lake.
But they are reporting it, and they make sure rating go like roller. It gets serious.
Bro, I'm not a villain.
You really gotta run your. You really gotta run your theme park. You do. If you don't have enough garbage, people start throwing up on the ground. If you don't have bathrooms, people start using the bathroom everywhere. Start snaking. You gotta have staff. Like you really gotta take care of your park, G.
You do.
That shit funny as a bitch to me. Like it's just because I feel like if there's deaths going on, it's pretty much because
I don't know what that's about.
they these have like I feel like these have to be like because I mean my thing is like why would you let me make my roller coaster half done so I can send niggas off?
No, you can't. So they'll tell you because when you build so if you do the pre-made build ones, they're already built to perfection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So but
Kind of perfection.
Yeah.
They still want you to do some stuff to like whatever your goal
but
is.
you can customize them, right? Or you can do one from scratch. And when you're building it, they'll tell you like, "Yo, this is not done. It's not a complete circuit.
Yeah.
It's too fast. It's gonna fly off. You can run.
You get
tests.
the feedback.
It tells you it right there. But you can choose just like you can choose to ignore it if you want to.
So that's what I'm saying. They wild for like, okay, we just gonna let you do it anyway.
I mean,
it's just like SimCity. Remember SimCity where
you can do natural disasters?
You could literally like granted.
SimCity was cool because you really could pick the like I was supposed to send a tornado in.
Send a tornado, whatever. You know, obviously it can happen at random. I just got the Jurassic Park game. That was on the PlayStation Plus.
So the reason why I didn't like it because you gotta battle them too.
No, I
like
think you're talking about
Pokemon?
a different one.
The Jurassic Park game,
The one that's on PlayStation Plus right now. I didn't get that far.
At some point, in order, like, so I thought it was like that.
To pick them up and get them into the enclosure,
Yeah.
you do gotta shoot
gotta
them,
battle 'em.
and you gotta tranquilize them to get them into so that way you could pick them up into the enclosure. I just built the enclosure around the hatching facility because I was like, I'm not doing this. I did that once. It was like, bro, the enclosure is gonna be the hatching. I'm good.
John said, "Work hard, work smarter, not harder, man."
But I haven't got to the point.
I'm bad. Hold on. That nigga said, "I show you one." Like you got killed by that. Like, nigga, all right,
No,
fuck y'all. Like,
you don't die. But what it is
It's
they wander around like the hat because. I thought you were just gonna come out of Eric where you're gonna place the dinosaur at. I did that the first time
That's
too.
what I thought too. That's what I wanted.
But as soon as you hatch them, they just walk out the back of the hatching facility and they just, if you ain't in an enclosure, they wandering around the park. So I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I'm pissed. And I was like, you're right. I was like, I'll show your ass. Built that enclosure around
I show your ass. Man, so you gonna walk? You think you gonna wander around?
Right.
Bro, that's why. Like, so I realized, bro, I have a deep infinity for like simulation games, right? The more of a game that you like, the more customizable.
He said Infinity. You was right. I saw you look at him. He said
What?
Infinity.
You did.
It ain't Infinity.
You know,
Infinity.
Whatever.
It's not infinity, nigga.
He looked at you.
Whatever, nigga.
You got it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got it.
But like, the more I get to customize shit,
What up, Jake?
the better for me, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's why San Andreas is one of my favorite Grand Theft Autos because you had more that you can do. You can customize
your body yourself,
each garage, mod yourself. But like I realized like all the games that I spent, like the games that I don't like. You know, remember, I love 2K My Player. I play all the games that you got customizable options, that simulated ones, right?
Right.
So especially if it's a life one, if I can build my fucking criminal empire and I can have a mansion and cars, like I'm all for that shit. And so I love simulated games, bro. Like I realized that early on in life.
I don't have nothing against them, but I just don't feel like I don't have that time span anymore. Like that really kind of like attention span to really like play them out. Like I would definitely play something that's pretty much more like, you know, like a Sims Earth or Sim City where I could just, cause I'm definitely gonna just tear some shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even in like all the sports games, I spend probably like the good first, like I'm not a person that, let me just get in and we can play. Like, no, I'm gonna spend that first hour, 2 hours creating me.
Like you gonna be in, so do you
Especially,
do
like, that's why I love wrestling.
Do you
I make sure I'm doing every move set. I am creating me.
like you actually check out and look at every set, like every move?
Yeah, I go to every move and I pick what I want for every move.
Do you go through all the moves first or as you going,
No,
you like,
no,
I like
as
this?
I go.
So you like, I like this.
I know what I want. So every time I do wrestling, like I like to make sure that my wrestler makes a character bleed. So I always just look for the bleed.
This is the nigga that's the
bleed
villain.
out.
This is the villain.
The
Don't
bleed
call
out
me
with
a damn villain.
moves. So I
This
just
man
scroll
wanna make
down
niggas
until I
bleed.
see it, and I'm like, okay, do I like this one? All right, I'm gonna choose this one, and then I'm going to the next one. All right, I know I'm not gonna choose that one. I just keep on going.
So do you stay set in it? Like let's say you had a punch, you like, I like this punch. But then you still scrolling through punches, you like, damn, I like that punch. Like do you like replace?
They usually give you 4 slots. You know what I'm saying? They
do give you like.
They do get like 4 punches.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna pick that one for the other one then. Or
But what if you on the 4th one and you see one you like?
Then I gotta pick and choose. I do eliminate, yeah, but I do it for every.
I haven't done that in a long time. Wrestling, I mean, wrestling. I feel like is one of those games, and 2K, because 2K I spent a lot of time with my
ain't gonna
package
lie.
too.
Yeah.
My dunk package and all that. You just went generic.
I know. You always can do like like, oh, who you want to model it after?
Right, yeah.
So I do all my base, I model it after somebody, and they're like, all right, let me go ahead and pick and choose a couple to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely do that when like, cause like back in the days for 64. When you would just make a bunch of characters, like I definitely had some characters that was just like just move set off this nigga, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, but then you would tweak a couple things here and there. But like mostly for me though, like that's what, even my 2K, like and like I said with 2K, I try my best to try to base it off how I will be in the NBA physically now, like or not now, but you know like.
Remember when you used to have to create all your guys?
I know.
I used to hate that.
I did that on Kobe Bryant courtside.
I used to hate that. Because especially if you had more than like 4 guys that you was like, hey, I want to be in the game with you. Like, I remember when we was back on Brentwood, I had like 8 niggas who like, yeah, though, we should all make us up. We should all carry ourselves in all our games. Bro, I got to like 3, and I was like, hey, some of y'all just renamed point guard. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You just finna be Sam Cassell because I done renamed all the Bucks. Like,
Fair said I ain't finna be able to do
that's
it.
Why I hope in Grand Theft Auto 6 they bring back like the gang recruitment, because that's another thing I used to love about San Andreas. Remember, you can walk around. If you're playing by yourself, you can recruit gang members to roll with you somewhere.
Right, yeah. You
Like,
get your posse together, yeah.
Because like I said, that's the. I was thinking about it. I'm like, what can Grand Theft Auto 6 do to elevate?
But they got that online, so I
No, they don't got gang recruitment. Like, you can't.
I mean, your crew ain't technically like your game.
No, your crew is them. But I'm saying, if y'all are not online, I got to do a mission. I got to do it by myself.
I mean, yeah,
Or random.
I get
I'm
that.
saying I should be able to hire NPCs to roll with me.
Oh, San Andreas did it because you couldn't.
I know, but I'm saying
you didn't have a choice.
They
to have
should
your
bring
niggas
that
with
back
you.
because like
That's what made San Andreas care though, because it gave you that multiplayer.
And then like even the breaking the entries, like you know what I'm saying, like they had all these little mini missions within that game. Because I was wondering, I was like, what can Grand Theft Auto 6 do to elevate their online? Because like Grand Theft Auto 5 online, I ain't gonna hold you. It's damn near a perfect game.
I mean, I think that'd be
There's
too much
so
to add
much shit that
NPC
you can
hiring.
do.
I mean, I feel like if they do that, you got to pretty much play like a private server. Like I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like that'd
they
be
got
too
private
much.
servers.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that'd be too much to play online.
But
play online with people.
But what I'm saying, like, what would they be able to add to the game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the NPC thing.
Yeah, the NPC thing. But like to Bacardi's point, now they probably won't. That might be something they would do for 6.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think online is becoming its own
Well,
thing. Like, I think they're gonna spin it off.
Yeah, I think online's gonna be its own thing. So then on online though, what can because still I'm telling like
Did they ever
can,
do the stock market?
Yeah,
No, they didn't do the stock
I
market.
really actually didn't care for Grand Theft Auto because they didn't do the stock market.
Really?
That was honest to God.
took
That
you
was
out of it?
honest to God. That was the strongest thing that I was like, because I was like, bro, that's an actually cold idea. Because
It is a cold idea.
Because it was really based on like what people was doing in the game. So it was like, bro, I could bet my. That's what I wasn't even gonna play online. I was gonna literally just do shit and throw my money in the stock market. Be like, y'all niggas keep buying them guns, nigga. Keep yourself y'all rich.
Y'all gonna finna be in here buying high, just buying.
Like just go crazy.
So you want real shit?
Yeah,
The kickback.
I didn't want to do. But so when because I was mad that. You know, they didn't have it. Of course, we had to wait the whole year for the Xbox, the Xbox Series S and all them versions
Yeah, it
to
wasn't
come
ready.
out. And they was trying to say all that was going to be in that one. So I'm like, all right. And then when that motherfucker like, no, we still not. I'm like, bro, I ain't playing this game. Y'all liars. Like, I really...
Bacardi got bitter.
I really was fucking mad about it, bro. And I don't know why, but I really wanted the stock market thing in there. And I was like, if y'all don't got that in here, I don't care about this game no more.
What about you,
bro.
Dish? You got anything that you think that that would elevate Grand Theft Auto?
I was just playing online recently too, so.
I mean, I feel like they should let you do everything. They should give you occupations too. Like if you don't want to just be a person,
That's
you could
actually
be a cop,
let me
you
just
could
be
a gas station
Like
person.
how they got like the RP, how they got the RP.
With the mods and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, they
should put that in there. Like, hey, you need to sign up.
Because even if you was a
Because
grocery,
you don't gotta be a criminal.
yeah, because like even if you were like a shop, like
no, I'd
a
be a
gas
criminal
station
regardless.
or a grocery store, like you could still have missions. Like you got to go
Yeah.
pick up your
You gotta-
supplies from this building or this building and bring it back to the grocery store. Your grocery store can get robbed or you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause
Like
they already got clubs and stuff that you can own. Like you got the biker club, you got
Yeah.
the actual club,
Yeah, you got the biker
all
club,
that
yeah.
stuff that you can already own.
But it's all criminal businesses.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I was gonna
so
say,
probably,
like-
so you should say just more businesses to add. More
Yeah,
things.
because like I said, I would definitely there's like you said, like own like a gas station.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be a criminal on top of that.
right, yeah, but you got
Grab
a
that.
legit job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but-
That's just kind of like, I mean, like I think that's what it is. Like if you can have, because I mean, I feel like that's still a way to even have that whole like still fight each other people, because it's like you really just creating a passive income. Like I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah.
need something that you really can create passive income.
And that's what they did
Well,
with
they
the
got it.
club,
They did
the
and
club and the
biker
biker
club,
club.
and I think there's something else.
It's an auto shop.
Yeah, auto shop.
Shit.
Can you-
You
but
can sell, like I said, you got a because I got all the businesses. So like you like the ways that you can make money on there.
I gotta stock my
Grand
biker
Theft
club.
Auto is like
That
you got your
reminds
biker
me.
club where, like I said, they do. Once you become a motorcycle president, you can run a cocaine lab, a meth lab, a weed lab. Your biker club, it fixes bikes, just like motorcycles, right? Then you can get your auto mechanic where they do, auto stuff. You have your regular club, then you have your gun shipments, then you also have your car exports, right? So it's like they have, and then you got your arcade that just gets money, as well. So they have those, but
Can any of those be attacked?
Yes.
So all of them get like somebody else can rivalry.
Only the cocaine lab, the meth lab, and
Somebody
the weed lab.
definitely ran in my club. I didn't know if he was attacking.
Oh yeah, and the club.
I was gonna say a nigga
You
definitely
can.
ran in my club and I
Yes.
shot him. I don't know if he was attacking. He
Yes,
might
yes.
have just been there.
So because I upgraded security on mine.
Okay.
So I don't get attacked that often. So like they have things like that, and but the only one that you really got to man and continue to out of those outside of your drugs, you do gotta promote your club. You got to do things to promote it.
That was what it was.
So that's more what you were saying.
I hadn't logged on in forever. I happened to log on last week. And the first thing he said is the dude was calling like, bro, you're not promoting your club. You're trying to get money. Basically, you're trying to get money. You can't do that without promoting.
Yeah, you gotta promote.
I pull up. I'm like, all right, let me go see what I got to do. What's the mission I got to do to go promote? So I
Right.
pulled up. It's a nigga out there who's trying. He basically followed me in, and I'm like, bro, I'm about to shoot you now. Like,
Dog,
bro,
how you gonna kill the customers, man?
I didn't know if other players could just be customers at your club.
They can.
Actually,
They can.
I didn't play it long enough to fit. After I got my club, I hadn't played it forever, so I didn't know what you could get with the club. So like I said, when he followed me in, because what happened before that is I was at the barbershop. When I logged in, my dude looked like a Black Panther. He had the little hat. He had the, and I'm like, I don't ever dress my dude like this. So I had to go get a new fit. And so as I was trying to get the new fit, it was a dude just pacing outside the thing. I'm like, oh, I forgot. People is reckless in this game. They gonna always try to kill you.
Yeah, they are.
So he ended up getting killed. Like somebody ran him over or something while I was getting my outfit. But when I saw the next dude run up, now I'm hyper aware. So I'm like, somebody just tried to kill me at the last spot I was at.
Grand Theft Auto too stressful.
So mine,
Like hearing you talk, hearing you talk. Can you now
you understand me.
But now you know how you talk about like the hypothetical life. Grand Theft Auto would be a terror. You look it over your shoulder every
time.
So, bro, that's why it's so funny. You know what I'm saying? Me, shout out Clint Coley, Will Ferrell. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Lou G. You know what I'm saying? The Fleet. But that's why they look at me like the wild guy, because I lived in that world, right? That's all I did. I was rolling dolo. So when they invited me to the clique, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They in a private server, but like, you know, saying the way you do it is like, okay, we got to join somebody's world. You know what I'm saying? So they think that I've been doing this all. They're like, let's join Deuce's world so we can run some shit. I'm like, bet I got all my business. I got to run some money. They in there. They like, yo, we in a public server? I'm like, yeah. They're like, wait. They're like, why? I'm like, what you mean why? Like,
It was
too
stressful.
They were stressful. We only do private servers with them because they like, yeah, we got to get back to the private. I'm trigger happy. I'm like, nigga, let's go.
I saw why. Like I said, I logged on first 5 minutes. The first like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, why is my dude dressed like this?
Right.
So I had to find the clothes shop. But like I said, when you happen to notice the dude just pacing outside, I'm like, bro, I gotta be ready at all times.
This is how I know he didn't know, because everybody knows you do not leave your house until you check your map first. This didn't know.
No, I know.
You check that map and you gotta look where them dots at. Like, all right.
I was casually
I'm
driving.
going to the garage right now, bro.
I was enjoying my time driving around, and then all of a sudden somebody tried to kill me. Like I said, I got lucky. He got ran over because I'd have definitely got shot.
Yeah.
I didn't have a weapon ready.
I think so. For me, I want more customizable options within my crib. Like, you can buy the crib, but like everybody's crib look the same.
The crib's weak.
Everybody, it's jacket down. It all looks exactly the same.
That's what makes them weak.
Right, that's what makes them weak. And then everybody's face, no matter what. So like, I constantly wear a mask, no matter what.
Oh yeah, the face thing definitely
when we do
gotta
missions,
be.
they take the mask off, and I'm like, we all look exactly the same.
The face thing definitely gotta go.
More customizable options.
And don't make your dude look like a Black Panther. I didn't set that. I don't know why. Now he don't.
That was definitely a free update you missed, nigga. Black History Month.
I can't say heist. We need more heist because like they actually give us legit a good amount.
I mean,
of
they can add
They
some.
give
They
us
can
a
do.
good
They
Oh,
can
it's
do
the casino. I didn't go there yet either.
The casino heist.
Oh, you can't just be in the casino?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
It's just like the.
I mean, they can do it.
Because in the regular game, it's not open.
Yeah, and I didn't go to the. I went to it for the heist. I did that, but I didn't go back afterwards.
Oh no, you gotta go because there's a daily wheel, so you win a daily prize, and every day you go to the casino, you get 1,000 chips to play with. So because I got the VIP in the penthouse at the casino, I get to be hit on the big table. So I get there, I just flip that 1,000 chips. You know what I'm saying?
I also won the mission of how low you can get before you fill out your parachute. That was one of those. It was like one of those events, world events.
Yeah, oh yeah, they give us a lot of events.
Some dude was
I love these
He
events.
was trying to shoot me as I was coming down.
Oh yeah, they tried.
Because he wanted his spot, and I saw where obviously I was in second place. It was like 30 seconds left. I don't know why he didn't try. Like, I'm gonna try one more time. As I'm coming down, you just see shots, and I'm like, "Don't try to kill me."
So I become hella fucking toxic when those events go, right?
See,
because
I ain't got time for that.
But listen, I'm a product of the environment. You know what I'm saying? So when I used to try to get the events, niggas used to kill me. So now when an event goes, I'm like, bet who paying?
Look at
us.
us.
I love it when it's like the ones that be like fly upside down, inverted for the longest. So all I do is I see a plane moving. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go there. I go there, blow that nigga up. See that nigga drop down. They're like, okay, who number one? I find number one. I'm like, oh, I'm coming for him.
It's like deuces.
Like online, when I'm by myself online, I am a menace. I am the worst.
It is niggas like him.
Do not let, if I am a menace and you see young deuces in your server, I am trolling. Because I have I have an orbital
Go ahead
missile.
and throw one of them for him.
I have an orbital
Voodoo in
missile.
his chaos.
I have an orbital missile that can hit anybody, anywhere on the map. Like, bro,
That's unnecessary.
I got a submarine that can hit majority of the map. I got a flying DeLorean. I got a flying motorcycle. Both of them got missiles. Yeah, I be trolling.
Too much.
I got the Army military tank, and then I just bought the hangar on the military base, so I can walk freely on the military base and use any of their weapons. Yeah,
you know where I don't got to deal with shit like that? When I play Horizon. I don't got to deal with shit like that.
Yeah, but if you see me with the fleet, I mean, we out here getting money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we get money.
Till they go and shoot somebody.
Well, we always end at the end because they got this big ass plane called the Avenger. It's a 5-man Avenger with 5 missiles all around it that can be each manned by everybody. So we always end the night. We go in the public server, get the Avenger, get in the main area, and just be fucking everybody up.
That's unnecessary.
Wait, it's fun as shit.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't play GTA Online.
It is fun, bro. Like
I logged on just to see what it was like, and I'm like, bro, this is too much.
Yeah, I think that's what it always does for me too. Like anytime I randomly jump online, you just gotta jump. All you gotta do is jump online and just hear the chaos of driving around you. I get anxiety. Like I don't want to get hit by my car.
That's why you gotta do it with your peoples. You gotta do it with your peoples, because when you with your peoples, then it's like, all right, fuck it, let's go to a private server. Let's run these missions, because these missions are fun as fuck.
K-Mel out here sending goons after people. This is too much.
Wait, so this is how I this is how I get people and how people get so mad at me, because when sometimes I do play by myself and I'm like, let me just run some shit, right? Because sometimes everybody ain't trolling. But then I get one person who's fucking with me, and I'm like, hey, bro, leave me alone, fam. Like, all right, you got your one kill off. Let me go ahead and finish doing what I'm doing.
Right.
But once they come back at me and they kill me again, this when I'm like, all right, first thing first, I call my flying motorcycle, blow that nigga up, right? Then I fly off, because once he dies, I know he's going to hit start. And you can tell when somebody hits start because their button turns to a flag. That's when they're on the pause menu. So I fly off, I call Lester, I disappear for a minute, right? So meaning that you won't even see me on there. I look, I see his flag on there. So then I call the mercenaries and I send them after him to kill him. Meaning these mercenaries are going to relentlessly kill you and go after you until they kill you, right? You get killed. You get killed by then. Then I call Lamar. He sent a goon after you to rob you. Steal your money, give your money to me. By the time all that's done and I pop back up, because it tells you once you get killed, Young Deuce sent the goons after you. Young Deuce sent the mercenaries after you. By the time that you realize that it's me again, I'm already on your ass again with my motorcycle to blow you up, to do the whole shit over again.
I'm in another server. I'm in another server and I'm reporting you. That's what I'm doing.
I get reported a lot.
Yeah.
I get reported a lot. I get kicked out of room of servers. I got to go to another server.
Yeah,
I get reported a lot. But it's like, don't fuck with me. Like, you fuck with me,
Like,
then I gotta go.
I'm definitely
Because then now if you going back and forth with me, then I'm gonna get my orbital cannon, then I'm gonna get my submarine.
Now
I'm
I'm swatting you because you're doing too much. Now I'm swatting you because you're doing way too much now, fam. Like, I'm bringing it to your doorstep. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking it off the game.
We
getting
off the game now. We getting off the game. When you gonna see me log out, like, oh, this thing got offline? All right. You gonna hear that motherfucker at your door.
Hey, so we asked the question, well, we kind of talked about it when we was doing our Demon Slayer review, right? And I wanted to ask y'all, what characteristics does an MC need for you? So remember, like, when we was watching it, you know, quick spoiler, but Tanjiro get his moment, and we was like, man, he needed this. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it, like, because, like, you know, then we always talk about, like, the power of friendship and shit like that.
Bro, that anime is the epitome of power of friendship.
But, like, when you think of an MC, if we had to put categories of things that got to check off, what are some things that needs to be checked off on the MC for you?
For shonen?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say because
for shonen MCs.
No, you have to have that moment. You have to have that power, that big kill where, like I said, the Rasen Shuriken moment. The I guess for Goku, it'd probably be just going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that'd be his. I mean, because you need tragedy. I mean, you need tragedy. Like I need them to always overcome a tragedy.
I didn't want to say that because I think that's just a given. I don't think there is an MC.
It's really wild. Yeah, it's really wild because no MCs really get that go until tragedy. Unless you are near death.
Do they gotta turn gold?
Nah.
No, they ain't got to turn gold. I mean, you just gotta be near.
Who hasn't turned gold?
Didn't Luffy? I thought he was red.
Luffy turns a couple of ways, so yeah, but you're right. Yeah, he hasn't.
I'm saying all the pictures always seem red.
Yeah,
so.
gold. Yeah, he turns red. But they do got to change colors.
They don't necessarily got to change for me. Like I don't really care about. They do gotta give me the. If you're not gonna change, then you gotta give me the up close, like really up close, going crazy.
Oh,
If you're not gonna change, then you gotta say something. When they show you in that view, you better say something like, you really gotta be like, it's go time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think. Let me see.
Is power of friendship a gimme or
that's a gimme?
That's a gimme.
That's just anime at this point.
Yeah,
like shonen anime at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you just love everybody. That's really all it is. Like, it's really the power of friendship is definitely like, I don't want to fight you, but I'm gonna beat your ass if I got to.
Right. What about a large appetite?
I was actually gonna say that too. Like, I feel like, I feel like that one isn't as heavy. Cause I mean, I'm fine with it if it's only after a really big battle.
Cause realistic, Naruto just likes ramen. He does eat a lot of ramen.
He eat a lot
when he eats it. I don't know why.
The rice balls,
he break niggas' pockets. He be
That's
breaking
right. He
niggas.
do break his pockets.
He be breaking niggas' pockets.
First, I feel like we don't be seeing the scene like with Goku.
Yeah, he don't be having like 8 bowls. Like he don't be.
Well, he had that one. Remember?
He had one episode that he went crazy, but he don't normally do that. Like,
right. Goku do that on the regular.
Like I feel like Naruto is because that nigga is literally eats ramen, and we saw his house and he got pretty much a house full of ramen, so he eating. Yeah. We don't need to know that this nigga ain't eating nothing but ramen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do they have to be one?
Tanjiro didn't though. Remember he was shocked that old girl was. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I feel like you gotta have.
Tanjiro. You know what makes Tanjiro a little bit different? Because I was gonna ask, do they gotta be one track minded? Like, where it's almost like they kind of dumb, right? Because when you look at Luffy, Naruto, Goku, they're all battle. This, I want to do this.
Tanjiro is still just like, I want to kill. Because you talking about battle prowess, and every single one of them, but when they get into a battle, they be smart as shit about it.
True, yeah, because Tanjiro. But I feel like when
and Tanjiro is definitely clueless without battle.
Right, that's what I'm saying. When outside of a battle, it's just
without it.
Yeah, without battle.
I guess I don't remember him being clueless as like Goku and them.
Just because of how he interact with motherfuckers, niggas be like, dog, you weird, bro.
Yeah,
like everybody talk to everybody.
You're right. You do.
Everybody call Tanjiro weird.
The season be a damn battle, so you just be like,
because
you get more. You get more.
Like the downtime.
More downtime with the other ones where you get to see him like, bro, Goku don't know shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Luffy don't know shit.
Like
you see like episode 1 and 2, and then like episode 3 through 11 is all battles.
Right.
You forget about that.
They do an episode sending
Goku.
Goku.
Don't have a lot of fillers.
Like they do an episode of Dragon Ball just sending Goku to the grocery store.
Right. Remember the one he was plucking radishes?
Yeah. And you just realize how stupid he is. Like, you stupid, man.
License, bro.
He
had to get his license.
Piccolo. They went and got their license.
Bro. Piccolo and Goku had had to get licensed to
Bro,
drive a car.
I forgot about that.
What
man.
for? We haven't seen them drive a car since then.
They definitely didn't. That was definitely a filler episode, fam.
That was like, that was like, we don't want to do a beach day, but we need to do like the same tone.
They
of a
really,
beach
they
day.
really, they really made you realize like these Saiyans was living amongst the people. They got to do human things.
No,
Like,
just Goku. We don't see Vegeta do too much, right? GT, that's when we saw Vegeta do the random stuff, and that's not canon anymore. Remember, he had to take Bra shopping.
Yeah.
oh yeah. You said that. Yeah, that's
But
not even.
Super.
But see, but I'm fine because Vegeta is a house nigga.
Yeah, I was saying Vegeta.
So-
Vegeta, he like a house husband for sure.
Yeah, so that's why
Vegeta's
it slides.
definitely house husband.
Yeah, that's why I said it
He's
slides.
definitely house
because
husband.
that is a dynamic. Like what's the name be making Goku do shit.
Right.
While Bulma really happy she got a nigga like Vegeta. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Vegeta the baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like she doing all the work and got a baddie at home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so like that's the difference. So that's why I'm like I let Vegeta slide. That nigga, that's why he has more clothes and everything. Like he has more wardrobe changes than anybody because he don't got nothing else to do but get.
Bro,
That's
he
all Bulma do is treat this nigga, man. Bulma treat.
Vegeta show up in a new fit on you.
Bulma is low key one of Bulma
Treat that nigga like the prince he is,
Bulma,
nigga. Like
Bulma and Nami is the most fashionista characters ever in anime. Because, bro, I've seen Bulma and Nami both alone have so many clothes choice.
yeah, Bulma, he always put
Right?
Bulma in plenty
And
of
so
office.
Bulma, of course, she gonna keep her man dripped and draped out.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Hey, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Vegeta definitely show up in some new clothes on you.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
he had the bad.
That's what I'm saying. He's the baddie, the bad man.
His shirt called bad man.
And you know, Bulma brought that home like I thought about you. I saw that.
And he wish a motherfucker would say anything about that pink shirt.
He looked the way
No.
he was standing the
He was
entire
standing
time.
there like, hey.
He got what
Like
he
his arms folded, like say something about my bad man.
right.
shirt.
I can definitely see like
How you
Bulma.
think Yamcha felt at that point? Remember, that was when Yamcha thought he still had it.
Fam, he saw that bad man. Man, you ain't got it no more. I can see Vegeta just look at that. Oh, it's pink. You know what I'm saying? She like,
Bro,
then he look at it like, I am a bad man.
know what?
though. I am a bad
That's what they
man.
should
though.
do. They need to give us a slice of life
A
anime.
slice of life spinoff of Dragon Ball would be amazing.
But the MC on this one got to be it got to be dang, what you just said his name?
Yamcha.
Yamcha. Because
no, man, Yamcha be having too much tragedy.
that's what a slice of life needs. Because remember, it's not battling, so you need somebody who's gonna be heartbroken, who's gonna be sulking, who's gonna be on random dates with random women.
I mean,
Yamcha got to be the MC in the
Remember
slice
the
of life.
moment where
Dragon Ball.
Yamcha it was during that same time frame. Remember when Yamcha he saw Vegeta was doing 300 gravity training,
yeah.
and he tried it.
No, see, that's the same.
Hey, I saw.
So imagine that episode in the slice of life, and then Yamcha in his room looking up like, I had it.
Right. But I saw a theory about that a long time ago too, where people was like, why don't nobody even actually talk about like that fact that Yamcha is really fucking strong because he was able to at least turn it off. Like he would have been crushed, but as a human, he was able to literally crawl to it and cut that
He's still one of the
motherfucker.
strongest humans. It's just
It's
just all your homies ain't humans.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like nobody. Because remember we talked about it last week when we said what. If you can beat up an anime character who you beat up, and everybody who say Yamcha, everybody's like, y'all forget he is the strongest human.
You gotta figure. What also made that one tragic is we were led to believe that ain't happening to Krillin, Master Roshi, or Tien.
Yeah.
Like we led to believe if they show up there, they gonna be fine. It's
Right,
just you.
and that's what I was wondering too, because I was like, when I had saw that theory, I was like, has Krillin ever been in the chamber? Like, I don't think they've ever been in the chamber.
I think they went to the hyperbolic time chamber, though I don't think Yamcha has.
Yeah.
So it's like Yamcha, or like I said, Krillin, Tien. I don't think Master Roshi did, but Master Roshi is Master Roshi.
Yeah.
But like Krillin and Tien, they actually get legit training still.
Yeah.
Whereas Yamcha is now just a baseball player.
But see, so I eliminate Tien because I'm sorry, he got 3 eyes. I can't call him a human.
Bro, he a human. When you
can't call him a human.
Google it,
I know.
I thought that was just his third eye. His third eye's open.
He's
so-
woke.
But either way it goes, Yamcha is still one of the strongest humans in the world, right? We still talk about 3 niggas. Okay, there's 3 niggas in the world that is like 3 humans.
You don't
that
think
are
Vidal's stronger than him?
Nah.
I don't know, man.
Huh?
Vidal?
I don't
Think
know,
Vidal's
man.
stronger than Vidal getting trained still, nigga.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. We ain't seen Yamcha legit
We
fight
saw
since. We ain't seen Yamcha legit fight since.
Right, because they don't want this nigga fighting. That's what I'm
I would
saying.
say early Dragon Ball. Early Dragon Ball.
Like early Super.
Hold on, because Yamcha's been fighting his whole life. From Dragon Ball, from a kid. Hold on. From a kid. I'm talking about young age, like 6 age, all the way up until Z, right? That's well into
Z
adult.
5 years after though.
That's 5 years after, because that's well into adulthood. He was an adult, right? Videl, we've seen her literally from the end of Z, so as a teenager up until now.
But the whole point when she showed up in Z was she had been fighting her entire life.
Right,
until that point.
But she hasn't been in tournaments that Yamcha been in. I'm not letting y'all.
I mean, Yamcha got experience. I'm saying about how strong she's. Like Yamcha
doesn't mean she's strong.
Yamcha got experience.
With her chi. I don't know, man.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm saying, like, even
who was Videl beat that y'all giving her that?
Who was Yamcha beat?
Yamcha beat people in the Tournament of Power. He was in the Tournament
of Power.
No, the Tournament of Power?
Not Tournament of Power.
What are you talking about?
What's the tournament? The World Tournament.
Yes, Videl was in one too. Videl went against a Majin-powered person.
It got her ass beat.
You think Yamcha was gonna beat that?
No, I'm not saying he didn't,
like,
but
Yamcha would have got
the people that Videl fought on her path up to there, the people that Yamcha fought was way stronger than the people that Videl fought.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
They both fought regular ass humans.
I don't know, man. I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I feel like all of Yamcha villains were humans. Like, everybody he fought was still a human. Like, and when he finally touched that alien,
he got his ass.
Wait a minute. And also, because remember, Yamcha was up there fighting with the Ginyu Force when he was up there with on King Kai's planet.
They was dead. I don't count that shit.
It don't matter. They still Ginyu Force. Just because you got the Halo, your power
go away. I don't know how your powers work.
He was training with King Kai and them.
Did he win again?
Yes, they beat their ass.
I don't know.
They beat Ginyu Force's ass. Remember, they thought.
I didn't know he was this much of a Yamcha apologist, dog.
Yeah, he heavy on
that.
They
were scared of them at first because they was like, damn, it's the Ginyu Force. But then King Kai was like, dog, y'all been training up here with me. Go crazy. And they was like, oh shit, bro. Even not 10. What's the little chick? It's Dragon Ball Z. Why wouldn't it be canon?
Dragon Ball Z had a lot of filler.
It's still canon. None of their fillers is not canon.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
But I just want to know if he was really that strong, because
look at this dog. Yamcha was up here going crazy, dog. Y'all, I'm not getting. Dog, look what niggas ass, dog.
Those are just humans from other ones.
No, that's that. But I'm saying, like, I'm not letting y'all say Videl touching him, bro.
I just said he was stronger.
I don't know.
That's how I think she was stronger.
I disagree.
Like if they both punch the bag, I feel like she gonna beat the bag. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
she's stronger. She's gonna have a stronger punch.
What do they say their power level is?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's really what I meant more. Like, just I feel like her power level was higher than Yamcha's. Like,
Yamcha's power level, I think they said 4,200 is the last thing I saw. Yamcha in a tournament of power, he was at 45 million. That was his power level.
He didn't go to the tournament.
No, before. So in Battle of the Gods, he was 42 million. By then, because of his training and still and everything, he's up to 45 million.
So when he was asking to be a part of the tournament of power, they was telling him no. They were pretty much saying that he was at 45 million at that point. They was like, that nigga still wasn't strong enough. So
I mean, he probably wasn't. The tournament of power was dealing with literal guys.
That nigga 45 million still wasn't strong enough.
That's because they went crazy with the power.
Niggas had to let him off nicely, like, bro.
That's because by the time they got to Super, the power scaling was insane.
It was. Everything was super. Like,
right?
Yeah. They don't even really got down. We can't even find really what her power level is.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
They didn't. Also, she's still hidden. That's probably because she really hasn't have a really big fight.
Yeah, by then they was off humans fighting really.
Yeah.
Krillin was there just because that's Goku best friend. That's like the guy. He level up.
He Meek Mill. I mean not Meek Mill. He Memphis Bleak. He Memphis Bleak. You know what I'm saying? He Memphis Bleak as a bitch.
As long as Goku around, Bleak
right. That's why they had to get together. Like, it ain't gonna be both of you niggas. I can't have both of you broke ass humans around me.
Even like TN showed up for the tournament of power, but before that we ain't seen TN in a minute.
So they saying during Z, they saying if she was to fight Z and like her power at that time, so I don't know about Super, but they say at that time she would have been able to beat young Krillin or young Tien at that time.
Okay.
Are we talking about like Dragon Ball Young or Dragon?
Or like, young Krillin, young Tien.
They might mean early Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So they said that they have her above Pilaf.
Oh, then that's Dragon Ball.
And the Red Ribbon Army.
Oh, she's really weak. Cause that's damn near like they was damn near like
Yeah.
that was a human-based army pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Those
Like
androids. But you also can't knock her for getting beat by Bobbity goons. Like Bobbity goons was.
But back to what the original thing I was saying is Yamcha. There's still millions of people in the world
for
that
sure.
Yamcha is stronger than, but all his homies is extremely powerful. So he looks like the weakling, but he really ain't weak at all.
yeah, I really would like if they
Slice of life, I'm telling you.
I'd be happy if they just gave us a Yamcha story that even if he was fighting humans.
I thought they did.
What?
I thought that was a fanfic.
I don't know.
I thought that was
I
fan.
got reincarnated as Yamcha.
Yeah, I thought that was a fanfic.
That sounded like a fanfic, but that's funny as a bitch.
That was the Yamcha spinoff.
Yeah, that was it.
I think it might have been legit. I'm trying to
It was
pull
an
it up.
anime or manga?
I think it was a manga.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, that's what I was like, because that's what I always thought about that too. Like, because I couldn't remember if Krillin or anybody ever did the chamber thing like Yamcha did. And I'm like, bro, if Yamcha did, like when I watched, like when you thought about, like Yamcha did survive that. It's like that shit could have killed the motherfucker. Like,
And
so I'm like,
Yamcha get busy. Like I said, Yamcha gets busy. It's just when you see a fucking earth-threatening threat, you're like, damn, all right, Yamcha, yeah, this is not really on your level, G.
right.
Like,
I mean, they definitely showed it because I mean, when even in that
Yeah.
scene, even in the chamber scene, like we see Vegeta acting a fool, getting
Yeah.
loose. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely had to show the difference by the fact that this nigga had to like, I can't even stand up, dog. Like,
Oh, no, that was a legit spinoff.
You sure?
It
It
was?
was on Viz.
Oh.
It appeared in Shonen Jump.
oh wow, that would be a manga I would actually read.
It was only 3 chapters.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I guess technically the idea is that it was a fan who got reincarnated as Yamcha.
Oh, like, 'cause I knew there was some fan aspect to it for sure. Like,
I mean, yeah, when I got reincarnated as Yamcha, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, hey, also a bit of news that like I was like, damn. So Kevin Smith, he been dropping a lot of
I
bombs.
just saw that.
He been dropping a lot of bombs. The first bomb that he dropped was that he was saying that there's an extended cut of the original.
Oh no, this ain't the one I saw.
Well, no, the second one is there's an extended cut. Like it was like he said like an extra hour of like the Keaton Batmans.
Oh, I
Your
saw
extra
that.
hour
I
in
did
the
see that
what?
too.
Of the Keaton Batman movies.
Which-
The original or
And
the?
he said he has them.
I'm
The
not gonna
original
lie.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That makes sense when you think about all of like
Yeah.
the Snyder Cut, all these other movies that we see. Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Fam who just did the Flash said there's a longer cut of the Flash.
Yeah, he says
like,
yeah.
I mean, everybody who does anybody who does
No, I
that.
get that, but I'm like, I didn't like as we was getting it with the new movies. I didn't even think about going back. Like, yo, well, I wonder
Yeah,
how that one is.
yeah.
Because now I'm like, yo, because he said that Kevin Smith said it's more dark. Because remember at that time, that's when they was still dark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before Danny DeVito went crazy and they forced him to go family. So he was like, it's more dark. He said it's actually amazing. He said it'll probably be the
So that's what I'm
best
saying. Like,
one.
are you talking about the Batman Returns? Is the extended one? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
that. He said that. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, I wish I want that. But then he dropped. He said that there is a Batman Beyond Michael Keaton script, but
Flash didn't do
it's
well enough.
depending on the Flash success if it gets put in production. I said, why?
The Flash didn't do well enough. We already know that that's
it
not
should
coming
be
out.
depending
But I
on
didn't.
the reaction to the character because everybody,
Everybody
loves
wants
Keaton.
Keaton.
But also, I guarantee even if the Flash. Well, I ain't gonna guarantee because the Flash
it
would
was
have made
a
if
success
the
thing?
Flash would have made $1 billion. They might have said fucking we'll do it. But if the Flash, I think if the Flash would have did moderately well, I don't think James Gunn would have did it because he already got a whole other Batman that he's allowing to stay.
But Batman Beyond may be off the
Yeah,
rails.
that could
You
be a
might able
standalone.
to
Yeah,
do
that could have been. I could see that being a
Old man
standalone.
Batman because you establishing Terry McGinnis.
Do you think he really would want 3 Batman
He
stories
let
going?
Elseworld go. You
That's
never
what, that's
know.
what
Yeah,
I
that's
said.
what I can
That's
see
what
that
I
as
said.
Elseworld
Since they already got the Batman, because the Batman is staying. That's obviously we know
Yeah.
the next one's coming out and all that. If you're trying to build your universe, I just can't see him being like, yeah, we're gonna have 3 Batman stories. Because even if they do, like I said, they build up Terry McGinnis. You're gonna still want him to have more movies after the Batman Beyond one.
But it doesn't mess up with the universe that James Gunn's doing.
But it's still just another Batman out there. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know if he's gonna want 3 Batman movies coming out.
I mean,
let's say
I get what you say because I mean, you don't even in the run of animation, you ain't gonna wake up one day and see 3 Batman shows.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna run a Batman to that shit season is run and done,
I mean,
and a new
true.
Batman that's come out.
I
Like,
think, matter of fact, I think the Batman I think is supposed to come out to 2025.
Yeah.
Then his Batman Bold and the Brave I think is 2027.
Oh,
When was you gonna put that? When was you gonna put that Batman Beyond in 2026? Do you really want to get niggas 3 years of Batman?
But wait a minute. What if they do the Sony Marvel route? Because what if they do a really dope ass animated film with Keaton voicing Batman and do a Batman Beyond?
You said they do a what? Animated?
Yeah.
You said
Animated
movie.
animated
Batman. We already had it. We already had
I
animated.
know we already had it, but I'm saying, what if? Because he just said he said the movie.
Yeah.
He didn't say what medium it was. It could. What if it's animated? The way
I read it.
way he said it.
I would take it, but I really wouldn't. I wouldn't care. I mean, but like if it's animated, I really.
I'm talking about like budget, like Spider-Verse.
Like animated would work because it really is biased. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't expect.
Granted, DC claims that they're putting all of theirs together, but animated, I think you would probably have a better shot.
Like I mean, yeah, that statement what you said that everything must be together.
You wouldn't be interested?
I know I'd be interested in it, but it wouldn't affect me like you said because I would literally disregard.
Saying, what would you like if we was to get that?
I don't want a cartoon. I would rather want a live action.
To that statement of, let me pull it up so everybody could see it. To this statement, DC has 10 Batman books coming at the same time. They don't care about flooding the system with Batman. That putting out a comic book is a lot different than putting out a feature film. In terms of monetary reasons.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more writers too.
Like as marketing, a lot more people. I feel like as marketing, you can definitely sell it with just saying like, "Hey."
No, they put out $1 billion this year on films.
No, I get that, but I feel like you can still sell it with saying that this is not going to interfere with anything. This is going to be something completely different.
I think it just messes up though because we're not gonna get it. Like the Flash, even though Keaton and all that was in there,
part of it, but
even though Flash, Keaton and all that was in there, but it's like you're saying, there isn't a space for it. Like we got, that's the Flash really just kind of gave us that back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, this is what could have been.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy.
But we already knew it wasn't gonna be. So it's like, maybe if we'd have stayed in that realm of the verse that nobody likes, we would have.
If they would have
gotten
said
to
they
that.
wasn't rebooting everything, I think it's just that third Batman movie that kind of kills it. Where it's like, do you really want those 3 Batman movies?
But see, I feel like you can sell it just how how did they sell Miles to have a second Miles? Second Spider-Man. It's still a different character. Terry McGinnis, even though he goes by Batman, that is a different.
So
character
you're saying for Spider-Verse specifically?
Yeah.
People went and saw the first Spider-Verse. Sony had no shot. Sony had they didn't know what they could do live action. I think by then I think whatever their agreement is with Marvel might have already been in place. But I think they were just like, well, we got to go with what we can. There is no offshoot company that's sort of doing this. This is all still Warner.
I know that. Yeah.
So I think that's sort of the difference between Spider-Verse and Batman is that it would still have to be another group in house, and I think James Gunn, from everything that he's saying about wanting everything to be connected, he doesn't want that. Like, I think the reason why Joker and the Batman are sort of still being able to go is, one, they both made $1 billion.
Yeah, they both made $1 billion. I mean, but also
look at how many. Before you get it, because I was going to say, look at how many. Like I said, we pretty much had 2 Flashes running simultaneously.
Movie and TV, yeah.
Movie and TV running simultaneously. We had.
And not really, to be honest.
We had 3 Superman going at the exact same time. You know what I'm saying?
Did we?
Yeah, we had before they finally X'd out Henry Cavill when they were running. We had Henry Cavill. We had old boy that was on the Arrowverse that became the Superman and everything. And then they had when they did the Elseworlds. That's when they introduced the one that we see now with Lois and but there was one point.
That was the same Arrowverse Superman.
I mean, it was 2 Arrows. It was Ray Palmer at one. He was at one.
He didn't be Superman in the Arrowverse. I thought he was.
He was at for a minute before they gave the Lois one. That's why we had 2 running at the same time. That's why I was like, we had so many DC.
I just sound like DC did not know what the fuck they wanted to do.
Also, had a lot of people
I disagree
running at the
with saying the Flash ran at the same time because the Flash was announced a week after the Flash movie started, and the movie came out finally a week after the TV show ended.
No. But I'm saying when Ezra Miller got established and we knew he was a Flash and we knew he was getting a movie, it was running at the same time.
But ain't nothing come out. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I can count that.
Like it was announced. Yeah, I get like it was announced while Flash was already Flash was running and it was announced.
In Justice League as well. Like I said, we saw 2 visual representations of live action Flashes at the same time.
I mean, that's what I said. But I think that you can work that when it's TV and film. Yeah. That's really which I get what they're saying. That they're trying to with Marvel's trying to change that. Where it's like our shows are going to still use our actors. So it's like DC may not want to do that either going forward.
DC
You know it.
That's what James Gunn said. He said down to video games. Yeah. It should be the same actor playing everything.
So yeah, I think that's really what I mean. I think that's to me that is chaos. Like to have 3 Supermans and different that's chaos, bro.
DC, I'm just saying they're not opposed to doing it. They've done it multiple times.
I think each time though has been a lot of. It's already been here, and we just kind of got it. It just can't.
Because I mean, you could let it die. Like I can almost guarantee a Michael Keaton Batman Beyond movie is gonna make money.
Of course,
but that's gonna be the problem because it's gonna definitely change the pivot everything you doing. Like if they like let's make the fucking they just made that one, that would make them so much money that they would have to pivot everything.
Yeah, and I think that's what they don't want.
Yeah, like it would because everybody would go see that for the nostalgia everything. So I think it would just pivot. So they're like we can't.
Well,
like
it really because
I don't know if we're gonna over.
There's this y'all, bro. Look at how the amount of superhero movies that just came out week to week, and people all went to go see them. There's not going to be any overlap.
But I also think you're overestimating how many people. That's the whole thing. Why Flash didn't do as well. Why Shazam didn't do as well. Why Black Adam didn't do as well.
Shazam didn't do as well, and Flash didn't do well because both of those movies suck ass.
But also you're not getting the people in though. That's the thing. You're still at the end of the day. You're still not getting the people in. It's not like
it's not
like they didn't have extended runs that didn't sell. Their first weekends were bad.
Yeah, like they
that's your weekend where you're like people haven't seen it yet though.
Because people was already off both of those movies beforehand.
Quantumania also didn't do well.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like people still got movies.
I remember Quantumania doing.
I feel like movie theaters just still have movie fatigue. Like people still like.
But that's theaters in general. But I'm just saying, as far as movie like superhero movies, like I said, there's enough years to put in between throwing a Batman Beyond and the Batman and Batman Brave and the Bold because Batman Beyond again is not going to do anything to the DCEU universe. It has nothing to do with it.
I mean, that's why I get what you said. I get what you said. If you're doing it elsewhere,
cool in terms of Marvel dollars, especially if you're looking at like Wakanda Forever, which would have been right before it. It made half of what Wakanda Forever made.
I mean, that makes sense.
Like, I mean, I get what you're saying. I just feel like, I get what you say because it would just have to be put in somebody else's hands, like an Elseworld thing. But I feel like what Didge is saying is kind of in the same. It's like how I kind of feel too. Like it is like we are in a moment now, like you said, even like you said, like we back to back on superhero movies of all these different kind of stories. Where it's like it's going to eventually burn, it's going to burn out. Like movie theater people ain't going to really like, and that money's going to drop.
To see it.
Like that money's going to start dropping with these companies because it's like why I got to make this big budget film if ain't nobody really coming to see it? You know what I'm saying?
Not even on the side of.
So you're going to definitely be more picky, and I'm not going to make a whole bunch of back-to-back movies.
What I was going to say is not even on the side of just people going to see it. The amount of stuff that's going into having to make it. We constantly hear about how the CGI has been cut or the CGI has been not as great because people just don't have time. So when you're telling your in-house groups or whoever you're contracting through, a lot of times these people, it seems like they go through the same companies because you already built the rapport with them, and you're telling them, well, I need you to do this, and this, because they're all coming out within 4 years of each other. But it's just you don't have that's why they're talking about pushing back Spider-Verse already.
Are they?
But again, y'all talking about connected universes.
We're not.
I'm just saying having movies back to back. Yeah.
All of those movies.
Okay, but I'm saying, Kevin Smith comes on the Batman Beyond and he says, all right, I got Michael Keaton. Y'all are already anticipating stress on that. Like, what is going on? If the Kevin Smith is not working on anything else, then what? And
it's still a Warner Brothers budget. That's money they got to spend. Like Kevin Smith,
that's money that they got to spend. But what I'm saying is, like, just because the same he may not use the same animators and CGI studio that James Gunn is using.
But it depends.
Is somebody still paying it though?
Right. But y'all anticipating the problem that's not even there yet.
Well, no, but I'm saying. No, what I'm saying.
I'm saying specifically the person who's giving the money is going to be like, I don't want to do that. That's what I'm into. And I do think that, and I think that's why James Gunn said, I want to make sure all of this stuff is connected all the same way because
for his movies though.
No, he's head of DC.
Yeah,
so
anybody want to do a DC movie still got to ask this nigga.
Has to go through him.
Can I make a movie?
And the only reason why it seems like he's allowing, because the two that he said for sure staying are two movies that made $1 billion. So I bet that was above his head.
Yeah, because I mean he came in after like, bro, you're not fucking with these. You know what I'm saying?
Warner was probably like, bro, those made $1 billion each. They're staying.
Yeah.
Everything else, sure. Because the one thing that we don't know that's coming back, and it seems like we're pretty sure the Flash isn't it. The one thing that we don't know is up in the air is Aquaman. That's because that movie hasn't come out. Blue Beetle, he's allowing the character to say what's said. The movie doesn't have anything to do with it. That's how much he wants to have his own mark on everything that DC does.
No, I get that.
Like bro said, I'll keep your character.
But I'm saying, but there's somebody above him. So somebody above him can say, well, you know what? I do like this idea and let it go.
No, I mean, and I get
what
what you said. Like,
No, that's why I've been said not the Flash. I'm saying this movie can still work. I feel like that.
I get what you said.
I've been saying it shouldn't have been dependent on the Flash in the general in the first place. The character, you have a top tier actor. This has always been my biggest issue with DC. You have top tier actors who want to play a character. Right? And then you guys choose not to give him the character. You have a top tier person who not only loves comic books, but has proven that can write amazing stories in Kevin Smith. And y'all still, like, you can still, as somebody, you can be somebody that can, and greenlit that, put it in elsewhere. It's like, look, this is not going to impact anything James Gunn can do. He can still give James Gunn all his issues, all his keys, he can still play with everything. He can still create this universe. This can be an elsewhere story that can live on. You don't even got to put movies out back to back to back to back.
I mean, I get, but you are, because that's just the way of the world.
And knowing who the head, like you're saying, it could go above his head. The only person above him is David Zaslav, who doesn't care about any of that. He's not a creative. He is money.
I'm saying I'm going off of y'all scenario of what y'all saying.
Yeah, you're saying somebody else.
But whoever said that these don't touch these. He could too.
But I'm telling you who it was. The nigga who saw them make $1 billion and said, hey, those are probably going to make $1 billion again. So do that.
Okay, yeah. So what if he believes this is going to make $1 billion?
He would have looked at the Flash. That's what I'm saying.
He would have lit it then.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is I know what happened.
Right.
But I am debating the case that it can. See, he based it off of incorrect information. Why would you base it off of the Flash?
Because that's the last thing that Keaton did. That's all he cares about.
I know that, I'm saying he's flawed in that thinking.
Well, David Zaslav is flawed in a lot of his thinking.
You can do and that's why I said it's hard because even if you were making a story with Keaton being in Flash now, I feel like if you were going to do a Batman Beyond story, you're going to pretty much start it from after he's met Flash. Like after all that, it's going to literally be after those. So you're still in a sense continuing the story because if you're going to brand new it now, like now you're just going to brand new.
Why not?
And you're gonna, but I feel like that story.
Why?
By the way, I don't think that Batman Beyond would have been Kevin Smith's thing because he was saying that he heard it from somebody.
Yeah, but he also said I would like to direct it.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's not out there. It's
no, I get that. But I'm saying what you're saying.
I'm basing it off of the clip and him saying I would like to direct it. So I'm saying you got somebody vocally saying I would like to direct it. There's a script out here.
I get
the
that.
person who knows comic book is saying that this is good. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He said. I'm saying in the quote what he was saying because I'm reading it again. He's talking about like how they had it planned where it just
I know.
the Flash. So it's like he wouldn't have been the director likely.
But all right. This is a hypothetical.
Yeah, I know it's hypothetical.
Yeah, so I'm saying he said, I want to direct it, right?
Right.
So if David Zaslav, who, again, we don't know what he thinks about this project at all. I'm saying, as a person, if you hear an A-list person who knows this stuff, who says, I would like to direct it, and he's telling you the script is good, and then you see a top-tier actor in Michael Keaton who wants to play the character, and you know the fan base love it, that is a safe bet.
I mean, even if you think it is, it's like, why do you just think niggas just got the money? Like, bam, all right, you want to do it? Let's just do it right out here.
I'm basing it off of what this
But I also don't know how.
Because I agree with this.
Off of the whole
but I also don't know how safe of a bet it was because that's what they marketed the Flash as was Keaton's back.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Yeah,
can I finish? Because that was their thing. Their thing was, hey, Keaton is back as Batman. Worlds collide. You barely saw the Flash in a lot of his advertising for his own movie, and it didn't work. So that's what I'm saying. I get you feel it's a safe bet. I think we would be in agreement that we would all go see it. But I don't know if in the grand scheme of things it really would have been as safe as we would assume.
Because here's the thing: the whole reason why The Flash wasn't a success. If you listen to anybody's review, I don't care if it's a person, I don't care if it's a critic, I don't care if it's somebody who don't know shit about comic books. It is Ezra Miller. So if you're basing a side character's success off of the main character who nobody fucks with, who nobody really wants to see on there, that is flawed thinking.
That's how they do every spin-off movie.
Because that's what I'm saying. Don't make this a spin-off. That's why I say it doesn't have to be connected to anything. Y'all trying to connect.
Your hypothetical just sounds like a huge plea.
My hypothetical is based off of what Kevin see. That's why y'all don't go off of the clip. You got.
But I mean, you're saying like
I'm going off of Kevin Smith's conversation.
you
He
just-
said
But his
that.
conversation was based off of the Flash.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He said the facts is that the movie is creation of it is based off of the Flash. He didn't say I agree with that decision.
I
or
get
anything.
that.
So what I'm saying is X that out. Remove the Flash from it. Because that's the first thing I said. Y'all keep on trying to bring the connection. I said remove the Flash of it, remove it.
Well, and honestly,
This
no,
movie-
I'm not. I'm saying in general, I don't think they. I didn't say.
That's what I'm debating.
Because in general, I didn't say anything because the Flash. I said they're not going to do 3 Batman movies.
Yeah, I mean,
that was my
that's what I'm
statement.
saying. My whole argument was the fact is like you just acting like they got an endless amount of money. Like it's just not in the budget. Like you gonna lose. You're not gonna get
about
it.
the budget.
But you're saying that's what I'm saying. Your stuff just sounds like a please make this
I get-
movie.
if you're
Like
saying,
if you
yo, I
say you
want
saying
this,
a
I get
man
it,
wants
I
to do
understand
it,
it. Yes,
you
I
saying it's a
would
great
want it.
story. Why wouldn't he just do it? It's like nigga, it's not in the budget. Like they already
And
they
that's
don't
what-
plan and you like.
that's what we keep saying.
Yeah.
And we're not,
But I'm not. But see,
Like my hypothetical was saying it's realistic. Like it
but I'm not
didn't
trying
happen
to
because it's
debate
not
the budget.
happening.
All right, we can move on.
But that was my hypothetical was more realistic.
We
Like
can
it
definitely
ain't,
move
like
on.
I get what you're saying. Like I get your hot take of saying like if somebody's out here
Yeah, I
saying
get one-
they would
that's
do
what
that,
I'm saying,
why
just
wouldn't they
truth.
do that? My answer is because it's not in the budget.
yeah, I said my
Look,
his is
'cause I
budget.
feel like-
I just literally said they don't want to. They're not going to want to do 3 Batman movies.
And I
Yeah.
think that's flawed thinking. That was my whole debate.
I mean, but and that's what
we
I
said
said.
that.
That's what I said. Yours just sound like it's really your hot take sounds like a plea. Like you're just a fan of just like any fan. Like
Yeah.
please make this movie.
Right.
But it's like
and I get that. I told you,
Yeah, like
I would go see it. I would.
yeah,
love
I
to
would
see
see it. Yes, but I'm like, but I
I
can also say that in the grand scheme of things, that what they're trying to do and everything now is not needed. Like I would be happy to see it, but I'm not
Yeah.
like,
I
damn,
never
you
said
know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
needed. I'm saying that my whole purpose of putting this topic on there was it's flawed thinking to base it off of the Flash. That's the first thing I said.
Oh no, but I agree with this. Like a lot of spin-offs are
but
based
see, that's
on
why
the.
it shouldn't be a spinoff. That's what Kevin Smith was
Well,
saying.
it's not even going to be a spin-off, but it's like if you were going to create it, like if we put Michael
because
Keaton.
Keaton came before Flash.
That's
That's
what-
why it shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I'll say like even if you were making what Keaton's performance in the Flash is still what like that they like how they're saying they basing it that had to carry that movie and it didn't. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If Keaton's performance would have carried the Flash where it still made his normal numbers, then I can see them like, all right, well we could could make an original.
So then that as a person, if I give that to the director, that's like. I know you ain't gonna win, and so like you know what? I'm gonna entertain you.
Don't care.
I'm gonna fuck with you.
I
No,
can't.
I'm saying, why would you even have that stipulation? That is a fucked up stipulation.
Oh, I mean,
That's
it
what,
probably-
that's
That
what
is a
any,
fucked up
that's what
stipulation.
Because you really-
but that's literally any movie.
That's if you're trying to do a spinoff. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
even if
Don't
you
make
want a
it spin-off.
sequel, any movie.
That's y'all keep on saying sequel. I'm saying
not saying-
remove the sequelness of it.
But I mean,
because
what I'm
Batman,
telling you.
when Keaton was Batman, those were success enough at those times where you do the stuff over
But
that.
they do that shit in those
was
modes.
almost 40 years ago. And so that's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
Batman Beyond is an old Batman. See, that's why it's different. Keaton
mean-
wouldn't even be suiting up.
I mean, I get what you.
Keaton don't suit up.
I
in
get
it.
that's what I'm saying. It just sounds like a plea,
Hey,
bro. Like
time out, hold on. First, time out. We're not saying why we wouldn't want it to be made. All 3 of us are in agreement that we want it to be made.
Right.
We're saying, Bacardi and I are saying,
No,
Warner's
y'all
not
sound- y'all sound like y'all don't
going to do
want
it.
it.
No, I mean,
Warner's not going to do it.
I'm being realistic saying it's not gonna be
Right,
made. Like you're the
that's
one.
what I'm
And I'm saying you're just like you got a man out in the world who say he'd do it. Like it's so many niggas who will say I do it. Like they're like Warner Bros. Like I don't give a fuck if Kevin Smith go do it. We not doing it. And I get it. Even as you say it, like it don't gotta be a spinoff. It don't gotta be a standalone. And that's what I'm saying. If Warner Brothers is saying like. The whole point of even bringing Keaton back and doing another movie is because
No, you said why we wouldn't want
Warner Brothers didn't. Then that means that they didn't really want Keaton to come back. That's how I feel because I'm like,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Like it just sounds
But see,
personal.
why would you base it off of the Flash? It makes
So,
no sense. That's
I was
my
trying
whole-
to tell you that we jumped into something else because the Batman movies were almost 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So what they're gonna look at is okay, and this is just from business. Okay, when we last saw this character, what did that movie do? Granted, yes, I get he was a side character, I get whatever, but what did he bring to this movie? And if they're gonna deem the whole movie a failure, then they're gonna say, "Well, he didn't bring nothing. Why would he make him?"
That's
and I
flawed
get if it's,
thinking.
I get you, but I get it. You feel it's flawed. I get it. You feel
like
it's flawed.
I get what you're saying because you're just pretty much trying to say, even though we got this moment bringing him back, erase that. Like, don't even ignore that and just make another movie like it never happened. That's really what you're saying. Like, ignore that he was even in the Flash. Don't even everybody close your eyes, act like you never saw the nigga, and just make Batman Beyond without this nigga being there. And that's why I'm saying like you're not gonna do that because that's just bad business. Like
That's
that
what
would
I'm
be
saying.
bad
Like,
business.
I get what you're saying.
Like you have to still go by how fans reacted to Michael Keaton be coming back 40 years later.
Because I 100% disagree with that. That is horrible business to say you basing it off of the Flash. I feel like that's worse. If I had to choose a business decision of all right, I got this movie with the most problematic person on earth right now, and
they didn't expect that.
Hold on. No. But I'm saying this is after. This is what I'm saying. If I got two movies ahead of me, I said, all right, this movie that people love, and this character, this actor, A-list actor, he wants to play this character and continue to play this character, and I got a person who wants to direct it. He wants to direct it. I know he knows his shit, and he's a good director. He has
he has a track record. Somebody said on the chat that said that they didn't trust Kevin Smith because they said he don't do no act. So
and to be fair, his last action thing was that he made a lot of people. I liked it a lot, but a lot of people didn't. So I don't know how much.
Hold on.
You're saying trust.
Hold on.
Finish your rant.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I didn't get to finish.
Finish your rant.
Right. So you got that movie, right? Then the second movie that you said you have one. The main character is the most problematic person on the earth right now. But this character, I can put him in here as well. So he's gonna be in there as well. And if he does well, and if this movie does well with this character who nobody wants to see, nobody wants to be this actor's support, and I'm gonna do a movie on that. Bro, if I'm talking about which one is worst business, this is the worst business possible.
So from the other side, So from the other side again, what you're really trying to say is you want them to go, all right, this thing that was 37, let's say, I think it came out 88, 89. Something like 37, 38 years ago. And you're like, okay, I gotta hope that these people are gonna come back for this movie that's probably not coming out till 2027, 2028.
Yeah, they ain't gonna come out tomorrow.
I gotta hope that they're gonna come back for that. I gotta probably sink 250 million into it, because let's be honest, that's what superhero movies are costing nowadays.
And now you paying for two Batmans.
And I gotta hope that marketing budget, that's another 220 million. I get you might say, oh, you don't need to spend that much on marketing. Yes, you do. That's what they spend on these superhero movies. I feel like you might have said
that's what y'all do. Y'all keep on saying what I do.
I mean, he's technical.
I feel like you might have said that. If you didn't, but either way. So now we're looking at probably, let's say 500 million. Easy amount. I also got this other Batman movie that's about to cost me another 500 mil. I also got this third Batman movie that's about to cost me another 500 mil.
Because now you mad because you got to give every Batman the budget.
But then that goes against everything y'all said about why the Batman still exists. Because y'all said
I did it because
y'all said he was like, oh, that man the also be good on that.
Also wasn't done.
So why would he even
again? So then these three movies that's costing me 1.5 billion. Oh, but one of them made me $1 billion the first time when I spent that 500 million. So I feel like that's a safe bet.
That's a safe bet.
Oh, the other one, it's because I'm starting.
But why are you including the Batman? I'm debating the Flash.
Because my whole point was that they don't want to. Remember, my statement at the beginning was they wouldn't do it because it's 3 Batman movies. That was always been my statement. Mm-hmm. Right. So again, when I'm looking at it and I gotta cut, let's say, because they know they're not gonna cut the $1 billion maker.
Yeah.
So what if you really wanted it, you need to convince James Gunn to scrap whatever he's doing and say,
I don't think so.
I think you to the point
I never debated that. Y'all debating all these extra stuff.
I'm saying
my main debate was why depended off of the Flash. That's the only thing that I wanted to
But I answered that, and I said my answer was because you have to. Otherwise, you're hoping that 38 years old nostalgia is going to translate into $27.
So I mean, and that's what I said. So if you think if Michael Keaton, and we really got to get off the topic, we then got the recommendations. But are you saying that if Michael Keaton was not in the Flash to never make an appearance, so that means we ain't seen this nigga as Batman in damn near 40 years, and they just said, fuck it, we gonna just make Batman Beyond and bring him back. You think it would literally have felt this like it would feel like they gonna make all their money back?
Hell yeah, 100%.
That's just passion. That's passion over profit. I get it. It's just passion. It's just passion over profit.
But you think it will fail?
I didn't say it would fail, but I mean, you said like it's gonna just be through the roof, and I'm like, it's gonna be another Batman. Like it's not gonna be because if that was the case,
because it's a whole new story. One, the story that hasn't been portrayed on TV yet. We're getting a whole new character. We're getting something that now you don't like. Say the reason why the Joker was so good as a standalone before they get with the 2, why it was so good? Because we went in thinking like this is gonna be one standalone. So we had an amazing Joker just a few years before, but I was like, this one, watch it, and it was good. The Batman, we was like, okay, look it, we know whatever they doing over there, whatever they got Batfleck, whatever, we don't care. The Batman was so good, and it did good because we was like, all right, this is a solo thing. So yes, a Batman Beyond.
I thought Batman was announced it was gonna be done to be a trilogy. The Batman.
No. I'm saying it's a solo thing. Like it's not it's not connected to anything.
No, because the Batman was announced around the time when they were saying there's gonna be a whole new DC, and a lot of people were thinking, oh, this is gonna be the start of it. So I can't give you that.
And see, my thing is like, and that's what I say, we can talk about this forever, but like I said, the DC, the Batman universe in that elsewhere has its own, like as much as you want to say they're standalones, it has its own universe because the Penguin has his own show. It's gonna have its own spin-off. They're creating a universe.
It came from it due to the success of the Batman, right? So I'm not saying that it's not a universe now, but when it came out and when the draw of us going to it was this is going to be the standalone Batman is not connected to anything.
That's what I said. I thought it was never going to be a standalone.
No, what I'm saying when I say standalone,
oh, you mean like just not part
connected to what we saw with Wonder Woman and Flash.
Yeah.
We knew that it was not a part of that.
But by
so
then
what I'm saying is a Batman Beyond. So what I'm saying is a Batman Beyond, same scenario, same thing. It's a whole new Batman. It's an old Batman, but it's a whole new story because one, Keaton's not going to suit up in the bat suit. So we've all been saying we just want to see old man Bruce. Like I said, so we're going to see an old man Bruce. You're going to get beginning. Like, it doesn't have to be.
I mean, I get what you, that's what I'm saying. It's this passion over profit. Like, I get what you said. Because, I love the energy. I love the fact that you, like, yeah, but it's like, even what you're saying, like, the money they putting in, even into the elsewhere, the Batman universe, like, that money's being spent on spinoffs, or, like, they got money put everywhere.
But I'm saying that your question was, like, why do I believe they'll get their money back? We've seen instances of them getting their money back off their one-on-loans.
But I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I guess my thing is, you would have to, like, and that's what I get with Diz saying. It's like Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was a big draw for the Flash, but it wasn't that big of a draw because to be honest, Michael Keaton was a draw for us. Like a motherfucker born in the 90s, 2000s, don't give no fuck about no Michael Keaton Batman. Like, so that's what I'm saying. That's a nostalgia.
But you can't use the Flash as the measuring stick. That is, you cannot use his appearance in the Flash as the.
But I think that's really why we loved it. That's why we like. Not saying we love the Flash, but why we was like, now you edged onto it because that's our nostalgia.
No,
like
that's
our.
You know what I'm saying? Using that as the measuring stick of if he gets something that is flawed. There's no way in business ever that makes sense.
In business, using a movie to spin off a character, that's tried and true. That's tried and true.
Yeah, because you be a favorite character.
You keep on saying spinoffs, and that's what I'm saying.
But that's exactly what he was saying.
No, the Batman Beyond film was not going to be a spinoff.
If it's contingent of that using that same character, it's spinning
off. I'm just telling y'all. I'm going off.
I think that's what it is.
Listen to the podcast, bro.
I think the technicality that you kind of keep taking out is like, I get that you don't want it to be a spinoff. I guess that you don't want it to be whatever. But the nigga appeared in a movie, and if another movie comes off of that, it's literally because he, like, even if you make a standalone that has nothing to do with it, if that nigga that was in another movie is in a whole movie by itself, it's a spinoff of that movie.
So do y'all consider the Flash a spinoff of the Batman and Batman, the first two Batmans that Keaton was in?
The Flash is spin off? No, because the Flash, they brought him into the Flash. Like the Flash wasn't in the first Batman.
And that's why it went to the whole point of going to a whole new universe.
So if
the Flash was in the first Batmans with Keaton, and then we got a Flash movie, that would be a Flash spinoff from the original Keaton.
But that Keaton is still in his universe. Remember,
that's why
universe. So how will it be a spinoff if at the end of the Flash he goes back to a whole different universe and Keaton is not in it? Because remember, you just said he brought Keaton to his universe. So how is he
went to Keaton's universe?
So he went to Keaton's universe. So how is this a spinoff of the Flash if he went to Keaton's universe?
Because they're basing.
But then how is the Flash?
I was trying to answer you.
Yeah,
You're so passionate. That's what I keep trying.
Yeah, I'm like the passionate thing. I get it.
Like, but the thing is, what they're gonna the Batman Beyond movie. And granted, we haven't seen the movie, but if you're basing it off that, you could theoretically assume that it's going to be after the actions of that movie, which would make that's why it's a spinoff. Whereas what Bacardi is saying, Flash didn't show up. It's not a spinoff because the Flash is a contingent off the action that happened at the end of that movie. So that's why that's what it's saying.
That makes no sense.
How?
Because so
define a spinoff. How does somebody get a spinoff in your eyes? Like, how do you go from like how does it?
No. So if you would have said that those first two movies was the Flash was a spinoff of those first two movies, then I agree with your theory.
The
But
Flash.
you saying that if Keaton appears in a movie and he's Batman, it's a spinoff of the Flash, but the Flash is not a spinoff of Keaton in them. That makes no sense.
My point was
That makes zero sense.
I don't understand. You sound confusing even how you saying that shit.
Keaton did 2 movies as Batman.
Yeah.
Right? And then he comes up in the Flash movie.
Right.
The Flash
he makes an appearance.
Right? And so the Flash is not a spinoff.
I didn't say the Flash was a spinoff. No,
I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
the Flash is not a spinoff, right?
Yeah.
Now, the reason why Keaton was in the Flash movie was the Flash went into Keaton's universe, right?
Yeah, that's how this movie was
That's
written
how
up.
the movie went, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now Keaton gets a movie in his old universe being Batman Beyond. But you're saying that this is a spinoff of the Flash because he appeared in this movie, but this movie is not a spinoff because of this?
Yes,
that
because
makes zero sense.
can I tell you why? Yes, because what happened here influences what's going into that Batman Beyond movie. That's why it's a spinoff of that story. Have you read the script?
So
we don't know.
my
but
thing
that's
was,
why I said we're assuming based off the fact that it had to be based off of that.
Because
It doesn't
even
have to be,
that's how they did
even
it.
the Flash that you're saying, like how we're saying this, Flash couldn't be in the first. If the Flash was in the first original Batman's when he was young Michael
Also
Keaton,
true.
it would make. Then you could say a spinoff, whatever. But
If all of this stuff about Keaton being the draw, he was in Batgirl. They shut the whole movie down. He filmed a lot more in Batgirl than he did in Flash. So
he was in Batgirl.
He was. That was the Batman of that movie. So that's what I'm saying.
Let's move on because y'all are spinning everything out.
No,
y'all
I get
that y'all are literally making no sense to me right now.
Let's get a recommendation.
It's all
Can I
passion.
finish the sentence?
You are
Can I
passionate.
please
Finish
finish?
it, but I'm not going to respond. Let's go straight to recommendations because
You do a lot of cutting off. Now, when I try to respond, it's all we got to be done. Like, can I please finish? Like,
Get your stuff off.
what I'm saying is, what his answer is the point. You kept talking about, oh, they'll have the faith. They'll have the faith. Again, another point why I'm saying that they won't. They already shuttered another movie with him. I get the faith that you have in it, but from the powers that be, they don't have the faith. And I get it. You're not fucking listening. Fuck it.
Y'all got mad.
Like, you are so fucking
Batman
ridiculous.
got y'all riled up, bro. I was saying, bro, you just all passionate. You just
Like,
really.
that's what it is. I'm done. I don't care anymore.
Way
Let's
from my main debate. One
We
debate.
didn't. I gave you the reason, and you didn't accept it.
You know what I'm saying? Your passion.
We both gave you answers, and you didn't accept it, and you kept trying to go away around, and we keep going back to the same. No,
y'all brought up the Flash. I said exit out. I said
I said they don't want 3 Batman movies at the same. That has nothing to do with the Flash.
3 Batmans. All right. And I said, boom. All right, cool. I get that. And I said, I understood your
No, you
debate.
didn't. You
I'm
went back
debating
around.
Bacardi right now.
Well, I said passion. I said it ain't.
Both of our answers were basically the same.
No. You said the 3 Batmans. I said, I understand what you said.
And then his was budget.
I said, I understand what you're saying, but I said it can still make because it doesn't have to be connected. Then you said it no matter what's connected, so I started debating you. I wasn't debating budget.
We talking about the spin-off thing?
Like, where's
But his answer was never. But his answer's not connected.
Like my original,
his answer was budget.
we got to spin-off and all that kind of. We got into like
I'm debating budget, but y'all keep on bringing it back to the Flash. But I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I'm debating why is it not connected. That makes no sense.
Your question was why would budget matter? And
we've been past that.
No, I mean that's what I said. That's what I said. Your passion just made. You're just. I get it. You're making a hypothetical scenario, and I think that's the problem. That we're actually applying it to what's going on right now. Like you're saying, like why can't? Like I said, you're just saying, like why can't some man make a post on the internet saying I want to do all this, and y'all just get this nigga the opportunity to do it, regardless if it's no story, a new story, it's not tied to nothing. And I'm like, bro, I'm just saying, like
everybody's misunderstanding everybody. Let's get it recommended because I'm not. What you're saying is not anything. What I'm trying to say.
It definitely sounds like what I'm
saying.
saying.
Recommendations. I'm gonna recommend Black Mirror. I've been seeing a lot of people shit on Black Mirror this season, bro.
Oh, did they? I haven't watched it yet.
Black Mirror, I ain't told you. I fuck with this season, bro. Like I said,
you already watched all the episodes?
I watched every last episode. Black Mirror is back, bro. Now here's why I can give them the credence to their review on it. A lot of people have been saying, like, all right, with Black Mirror, like everybody, I guess they're heavily focused on the technology aspect of it. Two of the but I'm like, I get it, but there's also episodes that it's not necessarily the technology is the draw, right? Like you think about like, Nosedive, or you think about like the one where the lady she killed the kid and then she was just being tortured, in that town and they was fucking with her, right?
Right.
And stuff like that. So I was like,
So are they saying that this season doesn't have enough technology?
Yeah, so that's why
okay.
they were saying that they didn't like this season of Black Mirror. And I'm like, nah, man, like, if you like to twist and turns and the suspense and like the, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. Like, yeah, this, like I said, it's that.
I didn't watch it. I definitely heard it was ass.
It has.
Really? You heard his ass?
Yeah, a lot of people shit on it.
Ass?
Yeah. Because of the lack of technology.
My guy, he was like, he was trying to tweet through his like watching the Black Mirror, and every hour, so I think he must have watched them all in one day.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I'm gonna check out Black Mirror. I got high hopes. After the first episode, like an hour later, he was like, ass. Let me see the next episode. He might pick up. Ass. Let me see the next.
What?
Every episode was ass to him. I was like, damn.
Don't do this to me, Black Mirror.
No, I like Black Mirror, bro.
I mean,
Like,
somebody else liked it.
shout out
Deuces
Trent.
liked
What up,
it.
Trent?
But I've only seen 3 people talk about it. Deuce said he liked it. One dude said he was like, if you like Black Mirror, you'll like it.
And that's why I started.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Black
Well,
Mirror.
I started asking people. Well, no, because there's been people who's been diehard Black Mirror fans that don't
I'm
like
saying
it.
of the 3 people I know, one dude said every episode was ass.
Yeah.
You said it was great.
Yeah.
Then the other dude was like, if you like Black Mirror, you'll like it.
I wouldn't say it's great, but it is a good ass season. So here's the
Okay.
and so this is what I started asking people, because I'm like, okay, when you think of Black Mirror, what do you think, right? And for the people who says like, okay, yeah, you know, technology, like focus on that, I'm like, all right, I can understand why you wouldn't like this then, because it's, like I said, because like I think
I don't ever think technology.
like 2 episodes have the heavy
sci-fi.
technology.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I just call Black Mirror a modern day Twilight Zone.
People might equate immediately when you say sci-fi to technology.
They
though.
do.
I mean, you would. I mean, I just call it a modern day Twilight Zone. But I'm like, it's usually stuff that we would be familiar with now.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
And so it's like so I think for those people, it's the people that was looking for like, oh, they didn't connect, and I didn't see them look at their memories, or like they didn't have something in their skin.
I mean, if you base off the last episode, like if you think about the last season was all technology.
Well,
because it was Fighting Vipers, it was Molly Cyrus,
Yeah.
and I
don't remember the other episode.
I don't remember the other episode, but I feel like they were all 3 were technology based.
But like,
because there was only 3 episodes for the last season.
Yep. But then I also like realized like with Black Mirror, like my favorite episodes aren't all just the technology episodes though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, and I think that's really how you gotta view it. Like I said, that's why I said for me, looking at it as a Twilight Zone, is just I look at it. That's why I said I think I would.
My favorite one is Nosedive. And even though it's technology with them, I mean, but it isn't, but it is. Like,
I mean, I get it. I was gonna say my favorite episode is Sandra Apparel. I really like that episode. I don't know. I guess that's technically technology, but it's not.
And again, when I'm thinking about it, because I'm like, we do have the episodes like where old boy can see his memory, right? And that's something different. Like Nosedive, even though it's a ranking system, it's not that crazy of an idea where it's like, dog.
I mean, people do it. That's what I'm saying. There's countries that do it.
It's sort of like it's societal. That's why.
But that's how I look at it. Like I don't.
And this season definitely deals with societal stuff.
That's why I wanted to ask yours first before I said, like, oh yeah, well my favorite. I didn't want y'all to come in. Nigga, that's technology. So that's why I needed to know yours first.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, that's what I said. Like that's what I said. For me, I just don't never pigeonhole into like it's a technology. I'll just be like, I just say it's modern.
Sci-fi.
Because even Nosedive is like, yeah, that's modern. Like we know what social media is, so it's like it's just taking what we know about social media and taking it to another level. Like, what if social media was like this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it's like that's why I said for me, it's like it's modern day shit. It's like shit that you already know, memes or whatever you watch on TV. They're gonna find some way of creating. Like even the political one with the blue.
Oh, I'm trying to see what I'm.
Like people would try to say this. Like you.
Which one?
It was Smithereens. It was the one about the guy that works at the rideshare who got abducted.
That's why I didn't really like that episode.
Yeah, it wasn't okay.
It wasn't
that one.
Right?
But like I mean, I like when I think about all the societal ones, like Crocodile. That was one that I really liked. You know what I'm saying? Like that was, but it's like, you know, so like I said, USS Callister. I mean, yes, that was more of a technology one. That was a really very good one. But it's like Archangel. That was technically like that was kind of technology, but it wasn't.
I get what you mean.
So
though.
like, you know,
I mean, I guess
I'm still gonna watch it.
I mean, I
for
guess
sure.
it's really because I think that's what it is. Because if everybody does watch it and be like, oh, this isn't technology or whatever, like you shouldn't have to really. That's why I said like you shouldn't really have to use that word because that's like when we were watching the old studios ones, like you know what I'm saying, like those were the same thing. They were just more modern. Yeah. It's like you know what I'm saying. It's or future tech. Like I feel like a lot of these things you could then probably look up a patent for something and be like, oh damn, we can make a show off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so it's like it's really I also believe like a lot of the shit that they do in Black Mirror is shit that's like it ain't necessarily like really going on, but it's like I said, you can make an episode about the social ranking. I know that because there's a country that like some countries do that.
Like,
so it's like, all right, let's just make this extra. Like let's go. You know what I'm saying?
The one Shut Up and Dance where old boy got caught, masturbating online.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like, yes, it's technology because it's about dealing
That's
with
just catching a predator.
But it's catching a predator. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
So
like, that's why I never looked at it like.
It depends on how you view Black Mirror, how much you would like this season.
I was definitely gonna watch it regardless.
That's why that's in my own mind. That's how I kind of look at even the title of the name. Like it's a mirror of society.
Yeah, and
like
see,
a dark mirror of society.
First episode, I said you was the first person. I was like, Bacardi, you gonna fuck with this first episode because it's like I said, I know that you look at Black Mirror like that, so I think you'll definitely like this season. So I'm definitely recommending it. Like I said, if you like Black Mirror and you look at it from the societal scope and everything like that, you will love it. If you're looking at it for just technology, you may be indifferent on it. But
man, was my guy his ranking was
ass.
Bro, he was because I pictured him at the end of every episode like ass. He put it down and go to the next one.
I'm mad at that, fam. I'm going now, fam. I'm putting Diablo down, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't recommend it last. I think I recommended kind of super last week.
Yeah.
But Diablo, fam. Like I didn't think that I was going enjoy it as much as I do, and I mean I realized I played a lot of this shit before Baldur's Gate. If anybody remember Baldur's Gate back in the days,
about the season character thing though.
I mean being new to Diablo and understanding that I don't understand that climb, it don't make sense to me. but niggas been doing it forever, and
but
Diablo's
what it did say is you don't have to create you have to create your character. I'm sorry, you don't have to go through the story every time. It's basically like New Game Plus every time.
Okay, so you don't have to do that. So it's just a new end game with a new character, in a sense.
I think you still got to do like all the side quest and stuff over again, but like the main storyline, like the main line of quest, I think those you just don't have.
Because you zero. That's what throwing me off. Those that you zero.
So
like you could at least give me some spec points, bro. Like
so that's what I'm like. I think it's just like
zero.
You got to do everything side again, but you don't got to do the main story.
I guess my thing is like because I'm new to Diablo. It's like how long? Like how? Because they talk about the next content drop is in 2 months.
It's August, yeah. They said the new season is August.
So it's like, nigga, I only played for a month, and I gotta start.
I'm hoping that this is like season 0, then that'll be season 1. So your characters, I don't know. Don't get hope for me.
If you introduce a new character and I can't beat this nigga because I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. My character finna be like, so my character now obviously is just Didge. I'm definitely gonna be, my new character will definitely be Didge Jr., Didge the third.
You making a family tree?
This finna have a lineage. I already got a story ready. Watch finna have a lineage.
New drop came out like, y'all done had me a baby. It's your turn to go out there and say work for the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with it. I'm a necromancer, so I've been definitely like fan. The necromancer be having like I'll be pulling up like six motherfuckers. No, I think I got like 8 skeleton warriors with me now. Like we just be
one pulled up
jumping
to help me
niggas.
Or something. I didn't know he was a necromancer because he just pulled up. I just saw skeletons coming, so I was trying to attack him. Hey, bro, was like, hey, bro. I was like, oh my god.
Sure, like I definitely be feeling like that motherfucker, like fight back, nigga, fight back. Those skeletons be on that nigga ass, they be your ass, nigga. Cause they be swarming, nigga.
They do.
Audio,
and that's why,
that is a goat audio. I was like, I gotta kill, cause they was swarm. I thought they was attacking because with the druid you can bring up wolves. So my wolves was attacking something and they was coming to help.
Yeah.
So, but I thought they was attacking my wolves. I'm like, hold on, y'all want me to attack my wolves?
First thing is like, hold on, bro, hold on.
I did.
I would recommend Junji Ito's his Tale of Japanese Macabre on Netflix. I think we talked about it before, but
I think so.
I mean, obviously, if you like Junji Ito, it's just more of his stories, and I think there's 12 episodes. They were good. I like this one better than his Crunchyroll one.
I heard about the Netflix one. Yeah, I haven't seen the Netflix one. I heard about it.
I like it because one, there's more episodes, and the Crunchyroll one, some of the animation, it's almost like that picture book animation for some of the episodes, and I'm not a big fan of that. That's why I didn't like the still photo. Yeah, that's why I didn't like the first season of Record of Ragnarok.
Wait, so it's just
that's how the Crunchyroll one, and it's really only like 1 or 2 episodes that has that. But this one, no, it's full on animation.
Okay. Okay, all right. Well, don't forget about the OG recommendation.
I'm surprised you ain't watched it.
Wow.
Did you enjoy it?
I could have sworn we talked about it. Maybe we didn't then.
I feel like you recommended it a while ago because it's been out for a while.
Came out in January.
That's what I'm saying.
But why are you surprised I didn't watch it?
I thought you
we
watched
talked about it. I thought you were like, I'm watching after that.
Oh, I thought you watched the Junji Ito stuff. I thought you watched the horror animes.
I do watch horror animes. I just don't be knowing where to find them at sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
and that's fair. I don't either. I be getting Twitter recommendations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love horror animes. I watch them when I
this
can.
is
When I find one, I'm like, ooh, I'm on this.
There's dozens of horror animes, man. Really? I don't know.
They be suppressed, though. The algorithm don't be showing me. I be scrolling.
No, you gotta find one.
My algorithm on Crunchyroll right now is a lot of sports and slice of life.
I seen your shit. It's
a lot of
I
sports
seen
and
your
slice
shit.
of life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You can see
Like
what I be watching.
you pretty much. I mean, but you could pretty much go more like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't done that.
Because I mean, a lot of the horror stuff is really like how the last anime that I had you watch that we watched the couples in the elevator or whatever. That was considered. They consider that like a horror anime. You know what I'm saying? So it's really finding. Yeah, they consider that one a horror anime.
I don't get the horror of that.
Because it is like what you like. It's
like
Saw.
I guess they do. Yeah, because they do call like the what's the high rise invasion? I think they call that horror.
Yeah, they call it high rise.
So you're right.
Oh man, did they announce season 2 of High Rise Invasion?
I still gotta watch. I ain't finished watching that.
You haven't finished watching it? Oh, bro, I love High Rise.
I'm gonna look while you're doing the OG recommendation.
OG recommendation. Go to GeeksetPodcast.com, man. You see, we got a numerous amount of merch. Also, like I said, we are about to get back.
Glad to catch you too.
Somebody said they was glad to catch us.
Yeah. And so, like you said, you can get your geek merch, man. Bacardi does his fucking thing on there. GeeksetPodcast.com. You can check out all our past episodes, our articles. You know what I'm saying? We also just drop some reviews. It's on our channel, but it's also on Sway's universe. So make sure you check that out, where you can check our review on the Transformers, the Flash, and the Blackening. Just 3 dope ass.
Hey, this don't drop. This drop Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so there'll be an announcement when this.
Yeah, it'll be an announcement. We can't say it on here because we're live. But there will be an announcement.
There'll be a nice sweet announcement we'll be making on that Wednesday when this drops.
Wednesday we're gonna make a whole announcement. So matter of fact, follow our social medias, man, at Geekset Podcast on all social media, because that announcement is going to be there. It's going to be something that you guys are really, really excited to check out. I can't wait till y'all check it out. Also, if you're going to be at DreamCon, pull up on us. We will be at DreamCon, man. That's coming up next month. So I think we got 2 more episodes.
Yeah, we got 2
more episodes.
Yeah, after 2 episodes, we'll be in Austin.
So
because one of dropped the day we're leaving.
Oh, okay. Hey, man. Yeah, and so also, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset. We're going to be putting up a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of things that are becoming. When we go to DreamCon, we're actually going to vlog it, and then you're going to be able to see.
Yeah, we're driving down, fam.
We're driving down.
Grown niggas packed up in a motherfucking truck is going to be wild.
To Austin. So
I mean, it's not a truck; it's a van.
Either way,
4 niggas in the van.
4 niggas in a Cadillac.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
4 mans in a van. You know what I'm saying?
That's how like a TV show that'll get canceled after season 1.
With a Z on it. 4 mans in a van.
I would not watch that.
That's a UPN
That's
show.
definitely UPN.
That you
Back to UPN. We got Bacardi, bitch, King, and Deuces. 4 mans in a van.
In a van.
Tune in every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
That's definitely so.
UPN. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Look at that. Yeah, I don't know. That nigga did the announcement and the commercial afterwards. Nigga, like.
We got a McDonald's in it. We out here.
Nigga, like.
But you'll get a lot of those behind the scenes and everything. Make sure, man, you check that out. Make sure you sign up to our Patreon so you can see that. You can also ask questions to some of our guests and everything. Join our Discord. A whole bunch of dope people doing dope shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got just all these spoiler chats so that way you can talk freely without spoiling it on the timeline. Just make sure y'all jump into it, man. But did you find anything?
Yeah, High Rise Invasion season 2 has not been announced.
Damn.
And I forgot it was on Netflix, so that probably means...
Damn, it might not. All right, well, as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace.